Hey guys, auction haul. I actually went to 2 auctions last week. I spent just under $400. This represents about $120 worth, give or take. Also got some tools, a Fluke, some Snap-on, some vintage electronics, Toshiba, Sony, and things. Got some other china, got some other glass, got some books and stuff. But this is the more interesting stuff. We'll start off with this. It's a leather tool. It's 1880s or so, I think. The name on it's a Rawford. Paid $25 for this item. Complete listing on Worth Point that was missing the blade and the wing nut was locked up was 110 bucks. The glass, it's uranium, Vaseline glass, white opalescent edges, candy dish, pedestal, 3 foot. Paid $1 for that item. I bought that one blind, but it was a no-brainer. It's easy, $25, $30. I'll look it up and see what maker it is. Got two jewelry lots and one brooch. I paid $16 for the one jewelry lot. This is why I bought that lot. Lanvin, made in Paris. $16. I found a complete listing on Worth Point, 80 bucks. $2 for the brooch. It's a genie. Complete on Worth Point, but they put it on auction. They only got $20. There's one on Etsy. I think that's similar. That they want 80, which I think is a little ambitious. I think I'm looking at about a $40 brooch for my $2. The owl. The owl's pretty cool. Silver-plated bronze, Art Nouveau period. Bohemian. There's the Galaz in Jewels of Fantasy. It's in a book. Found a complete listing on Worth Point, $150, and another one for $155 elsewhere. This one's got a ring on the bottom though, and it attaches to a slave. It had a chain on it with attaches to a slave ring. If it had the chain and the slave ring, it'd be worth about 300 bucks. But in the condition it is with what it's got, I think I'm looking at about 150 bucks. The ephemera. I got all that ephemera there, and all this ephemera here, and a couple boxes at a box lot, table lot, for $60. I picked through it. I picked out the best stuff. There's some of the stuff that is worth selling, but it's not very interesting. $10, $15 pieces. Some of it will be lotted up. These are the better items, I believe. I also got a military lot for 10 bucks. Load adjuster for airplanes, telling you where to put your put the load, where to distribute the guys or whatever. It's United States Army Air Forces, so it's I think they branched off in like right after World War II. This slide rule is worth 65, 70 bucks. The round one is this is also World War II. Don't walk past these. Some of these are really good. I got a pair of them about, I don't know, not quite a year ago. I paid $1 for it. I sold it for $375. This one's worth about 50 bucks. Tri-speed navigational scale. I can't remember exactly what that one's worth. The two manuals. Korea War era, I think the pair of them's worth about $30. United States Department of Commerce, Civil Aeronautics Administration. I looked this one up. This one's World War II. I think it's worth about $25. The U.S. Army piece, I think that one is only worth about $15. I got two other slide calculators in there that the round style. I think they're only worth $12 or $15. I got a train manual in here that I think is worth $12 or $15. A time schedule or whatever. The Scottish Rite stuff. Well, I got these 3 leather pieces. One of them's actually a book, and I got a sticker there. They've got some real age to them. These were actually documentation that they carried with them or whatever. One of them's from 1915. This one's from 1905. This one's a little bit better than the other one. This one's on the parchment paper, plus it's got the gold seals on it. It's got some tannin down the middle of it, but I still think even with the tannin on it, it's an easy 50 bucks. I'll try to squeeze a little more out of it, maybe 75 or 100 out of it. We'll see. I'll have to research it some more. It has a lot to do with a lot of things on those. If you've done any ephemera, you know that. The Billy Rose's World Fair piece of 1939, and then there's another New York World's Fair piece on the back. The book's only worth about $15. The other piece is only worth about $10. The canceled checks. Now, some of these aren't going to do very well, but some of them will do okay. But I got a lot of them here. I don't know exactly what I've got. I think I've got like 70 checks or so. Some of them, you know, are pretty... This one's got some serious age to it, 1849. That one's got an IRS stamp on it, but it just wrote on a piece of paper, which I thought was pretty interesting. You know, 1853. That one's got some. I got a lot with those graphics on there. Let me see. I got some other ones in here that are a little more interesting than these. That one says 1833. That's pretty freaking old there. This one's got an IRS stamp on it. Let me see. Oh, there you go. That one looks like a winner right there. I don't know what it is about it exactly. I know the graphics look cool. It's got the right tannin on the paper and everything. It's also got the IRS stamp on it. That one's got a lot going for it. That one might be worth 20 bucks or so, maybe a little better. That one's got an Indian on it, so that'll help. This one's got an Indian on it too. That one's got some great graphics on it. Good color. No stamp on it, but it's got some age to it too. 1861. That one's got a train on it. That ought to help that one out. No IRS stamp on it, but I don't know. This one's got some good graphics on it. It's got cancellations on it. IRS stamp. We'll see how I do with those. But some of them, you know, I don't expect a whole lot out of them, but some of them are probably going to be worth $20 or better. I'll research them. I'll look at the bank. I'll look at the names that are signed on them and everything. It's a labor of love, so I enjoy doing this. The letterheads, the receipts, the ledgers, advertising things, some of these are going to do really well. That one's got some great graphics on it. Martin Carriage Works, manufacturers. I think I got a couple of those. I got 2 of those. This one's colored, lithograph. It's got almost like a metallic on the griffin or whatever that is there. Chickasaw Ironworks with the Indian, that'll probably do good. The Miller Range and Furnace Company receipt, that looks just like that might just be a letter. That one's pretty boring, but it's got some age to it, and it is pharmaceutical related, so we'll see. Clark Brothers, Deere and Weber, I think I got a couple of those. That one's great, right there. Reading Brewing Company. I don't know the age on this one. I don't see a date. A report of an automobile accident from 1917. That's pretty interesting. This one I found on WorthPoint. This one's a good piece right here. This one's worth about 80 bucks. It's a carriage manufacturer. That one's pretty cool too. Crucible Steel. It's got some great graphics, great printing right there. Automobiles, just a blank sheet, but it's got some automobiles at the bottom. You know, again, I haven't looked a lot of these up. We'll see. We'll go through them. Some of them are going to be worth, you know, some of them will be good, some of them won't. Office Quartermaster, Post Quartermaster. That one's got some farm, looks like a farm tool on it. Those, that might help. Coca-Cola Company, but that's pretty boring, huh? It is signed by somebody. I'll look it up. Marine Outfitters, poultry, another car one, automobile, automatic vehicle tag company, I don't know, got some age to it, 1914. Oh, there you go, tobacco related, that'll help, that should definitely help, and tobacco related. Now I got some letters here. But look at how many postmarks are on these things. Via Condor Zeppelin from Brazil, South America to Europe anyway. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 postmarks. I did briefly look these up. I think that one's worth a little more than that one. I think that one worth 30, 35 bucks. And my favorite find, and the reason that I bought all this ephemera, the box lot, and piqued my interest and forced me to buy it for 60 bucks, is these. The prescriptions from the Prohibition Act. They're alcohol related. Got a lot of them. Some of these are going to do, I think I got 19 of them. Some of the bigger ones with the better graphics on them I think are going to be good for 25, 30 bucks. Some of the other ones, you know, they're all actually pretty good ones though. You know, I don't think I see any $10 ones in here. I think all of these are at least 15 or better. So Just a good example of overreaching government making something illegal and then charging you to buy it back. Anyways, I hope you got something out of this video. I thank you for watching.